Jay Glazer, Miesha Tate, DC Daniel Cormier, and that woman right there, Holly Holm, just 1 day away, finally, from her UFC debut. And Holly, you've been on some big stages, obviously, as a world champion in boxing. How much different is this stage, though, finally being in the UFC, from anything else you've done?
It's very different. It's a new venue. It's a new stage. It's a new experience. And I always say every fight has its own journey, and I just try to really ride the wave along the way, and it's been really fun.
I was curious, what do you think about your opponent, Raquel? And if she decides to box with you, do you think that's a really bad idea for her?
I feel like everybody has a puncher's chance and everybody has training behind them, and at this point in the game, anybody that's in the UFC is a threat, whether they're on their feet or on the ground, and I don't look past any of it.
Holly, every time we think about you, we think of a boxer, but you're kicking people in the head and it seems to surprise them. Tell them why. This isn't a surprise to you because you have a background in kickboxing, right?
All of my amateur fights were kickboxing. My first pro fight was my first ever boxing fight. So I do have a background. I didn't have a lot of amateur fights. I think I had 9. But I come from an MMA gym. I've been training my whole boxing career in a kickboxing gym, MMA gym, so I've been around it a long time, and I have a great coach for it. So I really have all the help in the world.
But, a lot of times, guys like DC, every time you get a wrestler who comes in the sport, they find new toys in striking, and they a lot of times go away from the wrestling. You're the opposite. Obviously, you're a world champion and boxer. As you start to learn more and open up your game in mixed martial arts, how hard is the temptation to not go into the new toys and stick with what made you great?
It's hard. Sometimes I want to show people the new things I've been working on and learning, but really when it comes down to it, I just really try to key into my team, into my coaches. As the fight's going on and what they're guiding me to do, because they're looking at the whole picture, they're looking at it from the outside in. So really, I honestly really want to hear what my corner has to say and go with that. And I just try to stick to that game plan.
Let's not be surprised if Holly goes for a takedown and throws an armbar in there trying to earn a title fight,
You never know.